I've had a few people ask me what the layout's going to be for the cabin. It's only an 8 by 16, so a lot of people are curious. So that's what this week's video is going to be about. So let's get started. All right, so here we've got the layout. It's 16 feet wide and 8 feet deep. So let's get started laying things out. All right, so the first thing that we'll do is lay out the windows and the door. If you look at the front, I've got a 36-inch wide window, and my door is 36 inches wide as well. So I wanted to kind of place them in equally distance from each other and from the edges. So that's how I've got that laid out. And then the two windows in the back, that's where the kitchen area is going to be. So I wanted those to be over the kitchen and counter area. So that's why I've got them placed there. Okay, so on the right, this is where the bathroom area is going to be. And currently I've got it set up for a 32-inch shower and a 32-inch bathroom area with a sliding barn door that will slide down and kind of tuck away behind the front door when it's open. Now that could change. It depends on what kind of shower pan that I can find. I'm looking at some 36 by 36, but I might end up getting a 32 by 32. We'll just have to see. The shower will be in the back right corner. And I'll have a towel rack right next to the shower. And I haven't decided if it's going to be a towel rack or if I'm going to place some hooks there. We'll see when I get to that point. But right now, I'm planning on a towel rack. Opposite the shower will be the composting toilet. And I'll have a urine diverter in the composting toilet, make that a lot easier, eliminate any odors that are caused by the urine and the compost mixing. And then I'll have a compartment just to the left of the composting toilet where I'll keep all of the sawdust or mulch or whatever I end up using. And I plan on having a toilet paper roll right there on the left wall in front of the sawdust or mulch. Above the bathroom area, I plan on having a loft, so I'll drop the ceiling down to about 7 feet, and that'll give me a sloping storage area that's 1 foot high on one side up to 2 feet high on the other. So not a lot of storage, but when your cabin's this small, you'll take any storage you can get. Okay, so here's the kitchen area, and I've got the kitchen counter centered on the two windows there. And it's going to be a little over 2 feet deep, and looks like it's going to be about 6 feet wide. I'm going to have a double sink that is situated under the right window, and then all of the countertop to the left of the sink will be prep area. Okay, under the countertop on the left of the sink, I'm going to place a mini refrigerator, and I'll probably have cabinets across under that work area, but we'll see. For now, I'm just going to have a mini fridge down there. Okay, I've been moving things around, trying to figure out what the best layout is for having a dining area. And I settled on, for now anyway, using the prep area, having it double as a dining area as well. So I've just thrown up a couple of stools there in front of that. Okay, over on the left, this is going to be the sleeping area, and I'm just going to put a platform across that entire 8-foot wall there, and it's wide enough to fit a full mattress. And I think a full is right around 54 55 or 56 inches wide and 75 inches long. And since this is 8 feet, that's going to leave me a little bit of area up top that I'm going to use for something else. Okay, so here here's a better description of what that's going to look like. So I've got the full bed laid out there, and then you've got this platform shelf behind it. So I'm going to have that go all the way up that wall. So you'll have a couple of shelves behind the bed to place books, phones, chargers, knickknacks, whatever you would use that area for. And the bed platform is going to be right around 2 feet off the ground or off the floor. So there's going to be a lot of room underneath for storage. So I'm going to use that for under bed storage. And at the same time, there's going to be a lot of room above the bed that'll be unused. So I'm going to put a loft up there, and I'm still trying to decide if I want to use that for storage or for another sleeping area. And the area between the door and the sleeping area, I'm going to have a wood stove. And I don't know if I'm going to have one of those small stoves that mounts to the wall, or if I'm going to have one that's floor standing. I haven't figured any of that out yet, but that's the general placement. And it gives me about 3 feet where I can have some kind of metal or concrete backer board to protect the wall from heat. Okay, so I've decided to remove one of the windows over the kitchen area, and I'm going to use that area to have shelves for plates and pots, pans, cups, that kind of thing. So that'll be above the dining area and the prep area. All right, so let's move the cabin up into the upper left area to make room for a future wraparound deck. So the deck's going to be 4 feet off the front of the house and then 5 feet off of the side. And I'm not going to do this initially. This is something that I'll work on in the future, but this will just kind of give you an idea of what that's going to look like. It'll make the entire area 21 feet wide and 12 feet deep. Okay, so I wanted to show you a side profile of the sleeping area, and this is how much space would be available for the loft. In this one, I would have the ceiling drop down to 6 feet high because I wouldn't be standing up in that area, so 6 feet is plenty. So I could either use it for storage, or I can use that as another sleeping area. This one would have 3 feet on one end and 2 feet on the other end. So there's plenty of room to have somebody sleep up there. And this also gives you an idea of what those shelves will look like behind the beds. And this will give you an idea of the bathroom area, where you've got the shower on the left, the toilet on the right, and then you've got a couple of feet of space in between that you can use as a dressing area. Right now I just have a towel rack there, but I'll probably have a mirror in that area as well. So that should give you an idea of what I'm thinking about in terms of layout for the cabin. And this is all in flux. I made probably half a dozen changes just while I was drawing this out. So no guarantee that this is how it's going to end up, but right now this is the plan, and this is how I'm going to go forward. So that's going to do it for this week. So I'll talk to you guys later.